Welcome to All Up in Your Business with me, your host, Kaylee Bain. As you know by now, hopefully, I own Honey Gin Marketing, which is all about storytelling and helping tell the stories of the local businesses in the area. And today, I'm so excited. I got to know this fine lady through a mutual friend at a birthday party.
Yeah,
and we
true.
connected pretty quickly. So,
Yeah.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, girl.
Right before this, I was like, hey, this is how it works. She goes, oh, girl, I know. I'm a listener. And I'm like, that's right.
I said, like, shared, and subscribed. I've been committed since the party. I was like, she's cool. All right.
And also, I have not stopped laughing since meeting you, too. And I'm just like, oh, my gosh.
That's good news.
So tell us, what is your business?
So my business is my Friend Teresa Studios, and I'm a portrait photographer. That means no weddings.
Okay.
No weddings. We don't transgress the weddings. But
Got it.
Portrait photographer with studio in downtown Cary, which is where we are right now.
Yes. And if you're listening, watching, however you're taking this in, this is like one of the first places I've got to like be inside.
Oh.
So I think there's only been one other place that's been like an actual like brick and mortar.
Okay.
So I talked to a lot of people that like are from here, but they don't have a location
like
per
a space.
se.
Yeah.
So let's bring it all the way back to the beginning.
Yeah.
First off, tell us what got you into wanting to do this, and
Okay.
then tell us where the name came from.
Oh, okay. So
Or whatever comes first.
Yeah. So I was always drawn to photography, but was always very intimidated by people who were good at it. Like in college, I wanted to take a photography class. I never ended up doing it because I was like, oh, these people all know this stuff and I don't. And so I just never tried. And then we went on a trip to Alaska. We were talking about cruises. We went on a cruise to Alaska. My brother brought his best friend who had a nice camera. And I remember the whole time being so much more obsessed with his camera than all of the other stuff going on. And so then we come back. I end up getting a camera from my parents for Christmas. And it was the classic story of like, I had the camera 6 months later. I'm a photographer and I'm such a pro. And like, let me take your photographs. And somehow I am here, 16 years later? 16? Yeah, 16 years later. And have a whole photography business. But it really started like a lot of people do with just getting a camera for Christmas.
Yeah.
The name. So I was at my desk job at Duke when I was starting the photography business. And I would do photographs for my coworkers, just kind of for free or really low cost or whatever. And then they started telling people that they should work with me. This is before I have a website or a logo or any of that. And they say, oh, you should call my friend Teresa. And I was like, now that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Why don't I just call the whole business my friend Teresa? So it's like so funny.
Oh,
and
I love that.
so that's just how it started. Just call my friend Teresa. It's very awkward at the bank because then people write me checks to my friend Teresa and they're like, I'm going to have to check with my manager and see if we can accept this. I'm like, no. It sounds like I have a funny friend who's being like so funny about how they write the check, but actually that's the name of my very legitimate business.
It's very legitimate.
And then they want to be like, what do you do? I was like, oh yeah, that's a good question. Photography. I guess that doesn't line up always, but
I love that.
It's
I
cool.
love when a business has a funny name like that. Like there's a bar in Myrtle Beach and it's called I Don't Care, something like that.
Okay.
Or It Doesn't Matter.
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm almost positive it's called It Doesn't Matter. And so like if you're saying like, oh, where do you want to go? It doesn't matter.
Brilliant.
Right?
Yeah,
I know.
that's
Brilliant.
good. That's like the bar in at UNC that's like he's not here.
Yeah.
It's great. That's a great. I love it. And I think the most fun that I have out of it now is when I am meeting new people or somebody's introducing me to somebody. They're like, "This is my friend Teresa," but it's like actually my friend Teresa.
Yeah.
It kind of works with my personality. I've never met a stranger. So.
That's true. I love that because you know, our friend told us about your business, but I never like really like put two and two together. Now that like I've actually heard it out loud,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, actually, that's a brilliant.
It actually works pretty well.
That's awesome.
You know what's infuriating? So for a while, my husband worked with me in the business. So I'm very much in charge of the business. I'm very much the top name. He was doing videography for us. We would go on location to do a shoot. And I would be like, hi, I'm Teresa of my Friend Teresa Studios. It's nice to meet you. I'm the person that's done all your booking, all your talking, all your everything. And every single question they would defer to Justin because he was, I think it's the guy thing. I think they naturally assume the guy runs the business. So for a while, it was a little bit frustrating because I was like, no, my name is in the title. I'm her.
I am
She's
me.
Teresa is I am she. But, you know, now it's all fine now. But yeah, it's interesting. It is.
There's nothing like, I don't know, tell me what your hot take is on this, but as like a woman entrepreneur, business owner,
Yeah.
do you find like people don't take you as seriously or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to fight to be in certain spaces and seen as on that same level. Like it's still a very male dominated profession at the upper echelons. So the higher you get to the top of the quote unquote photography pyramid or the skill level, typically the people who've been around for forever are more likely to be men, which is very interesting. So you're kind of fighting past all of those preconceived notions. Photography anyway, I feel like everybody says they know a photographer or their cousin does photography or they once did photography. And some people get in their feelings about that. I think it's great. I think it's who better to appreciate how hard this job is than the person who is also a photographer. But I definitely feel like there's some like extra explaining that has to do. And yeah, definitely. I think I think the comedy is way more of a male dominated space, which is the other piece of stuff I do. But
yeah, we're going
to I'm like segueing, but that's way more male dominated. And that's interesting how that all plays out. But
yeah. So for those of you who are actively listening with your listening ears,
of course,
Teresa not only does photography, she's also like hella funny. And so
that's on trauma.
Thank you.
It's what I do very well.
So tell us like the comedy stuff. Like where did
so random.
I'm here for it. Like where did this come from? I think it's so cool.
I am asking myself where did this come from?
Or when did you start it? Let's start there.
Literally like 10 minutes ago. It feels like 10 minutes.
Right,
I mean, less than a year. For sure, less than a year.
Okay.
I was always the funny person. I was always the one that was cutting up. I feel like photography and comedy go very well together because all I'm doing behind the camera when I'm doing in my best self is anything I can to get the person in front of me to feel comfortable. The best way to get them there is self-deprecation or laughing or telling a funny story, or even better, I figured out how to tell a story and I knew the punchline was coming, and then I would have my camera in place, my light in place, so by the time I hit that line, I'm ready to get this great shot of them laughing. And so comedy has been happening on the fly, improv behind the scenes for forever. And now it's just kind of focusing the laser beam a little bit and actually writing it down and memorizing it and booking shows and doing bits and all of that. But I feel like I've been doing it, just not officially.
I love it. So I think this is why you and I get along so well. Like after knowing each other for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, it was instant. It was instant. Like, oh, she's cool, people.
Yeah, no, I met you and you started talking. I'm like, I love her already.
That's how I felt. It was so
she's cool. Because as you say, you get from Christmas, you get the camera.
Yeah.
I think I was a junior. No, senior year, I was going to Italy for college.
Oh.
And so that's when I got my camera, was that Christmas, because my mom's like, because she had a camera, she did light photography too.
Yeah.
She's like, I want you to be able to take some really, really cool photos. So I got you this Nikon, and I was like, oh my God, like this is amazing. And like, mind you, like, we didn't grow up like with money, and my mom is one of the best savers I've ever met. Like for someone, like when we grow up with no money, somehow she could always make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how you're doing that. But she's just really, really good at saving. But yeah, so I got a Nikon 3200 for Christmas and brought that. I was like, I'm a photographer.
That's really, first of all, that's a great story about your mom.
Yeah.
Like I think any mom wants to hear that. Like what a great, props to your mom. I'm
she's
sure she likes, shares, and subscribes.
I think she is. She's my first Patreon
She better. She's the original Patreon.
Yep, she's the first
But
one.
like, shout out, my parents bought my camera. Shout out to the parents who see something and, you know, it's our responsibility to take it and run with it. But how fortunate we are to have people that, you know, kind of empower that, I guess.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, her and my dad's more on like the lighter side of seeing things like that. But he will not know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
But he's all for it.
Yeah. You seem passionate.
Right.
You seem happy.
He likes every single one of my posts. And I'm like, Dad, you know what this is? And he's like, nope, but you did it, so I'm doing it. And I was like, thanks, Dad.
Really
like,
sweet.
it's so sweet. And it's so sometimes he'll ask me, he's like, Kaylee, what did you mean by this? And I'm just like, oh, it's just this. And he's like, oh,
Dad, that's a hashtag, not a phone number. It's fine. It's fine.
You're cute.
Stay pure.
Yeah. Oh man, but like I tried doing like the photography thing, but like again, like I think we were talking about this earlier, just kind of like figuring out like what kind of photography you like to do.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like I kind of did a little bit of everything, but I love a good landscape. I love architecture, so I love capturing that.
Yeah.
But mine was super amateur, like very like I knew stuff, but I also didn't know stuff. So it's like figuring it out. And then I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna like want to figure this out that much.
Okay, this isn't the thing,
right? But I love my
adjacent.
camera. Yeah, I love my camera. I love this. I love having the ability that I can do this if I need to.
Yeah.
So like when I had my small cycling yoga studio, I did like all the headshots for that, or I did like the action shots for that. So like that part was cool because I didn't have to hire that out.
Exactly.
But then I'm like, I want like professional photos. And so like then I started like partnering with different photographers over the years.
That's cool.
And your stuff, I mean, so in your studio, you have like maybe not right here, but like in the actual studio.
Yeah, it's weird because we're in my office where I have none of my client work. Because I was like, how do you choose? And then would it be weird for you as a parent to come in and be like, oh, Ariel's portrait is on the wall of your office? You know, it felt
Your
weird.
favorite client.
Yeah, that's how I let people know who's in favor at the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's cool. So you have like the family stuff. You have, it looked like some senior shots maybe. You had the dancing one, which I love.
Yeah.
Again,
cool.
the frame. The frame totally like brings it all together.
Yeah.
So like what kind of things do you photograph? Like what's,
Yeah. Subjects?
So there we go. So what subjects do you photograph?
I like to say I photograph anything that laughs at my jokes, which I've been saying since before I was doing comedy. So that means no babies, no pets, no weddings. Everything else is fair game. So it's all portraits. So it's one-on-one is probably where I shine the most. That's headshots and branding. That's high school seniors. Anything where like I get to meet you and like figure you out and then be like, okay. So like if I was photographing you, right? I think you're very girl next door. I think you're very approachable. You're very warm. You have a very like light energy. So I would take all those things into consideration and then create portraits that are in that. Versus just being like, oh, here's my 3 places. Pick which one you want. Yeah. Here's my 3 shots. Do you like this? And I think that's probably the most rewarding part for me. And hopefully what people would see if they looked at my work is everybody looks so completely different. There's a unifying theme because I'm the one that took them, but everybody kind of stands alone as their own person, which is so cool. It's like a way of celebrating people. I just love people.
I love it.
I love people so much.
And like, so again, ADHD brain. So like where I was going with that is like, we're both people. Yeah. And so it's just so easy to talk to you. Yeah. And like for me, sometimes I can almost talk to almost everybody. Like I could talk to a wall. Sometimes it's just, you cannot do that with some people. Yeah. And when it comes to photographing, I was doing like prom photos one time, or I was doing a couple like in person, like with people, and I'm like, what the frig do I say? They're like floppy fish energy, like, okay, there's like, I got nothing.
Yeah.
And like sometimes that is really hard, and like being photographed before, and like having to do like the fake laughing, like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, I feel so awkward. Like
it's very vulnerable.
It is.
It's a very vulnerable thing to be photographed.
Yeah, and like I know being on the side of the camera, like looking at someone, I'm like, I know what looks good, right?
Right.
And so when I'm on the other side, I know how I should be sitting or how I should be. So like that's like the benefit to like having both sides of it because I know what to do.
Yeah.
But also I think it's super beneficial to work with someone like you.
Yeah.
Because then you know them. Like you do like a lot of vibing, it sounds like. So like you take the comedy and the photography and you kind of like jumble it all and which I think is like a perfect combo because I feel like you need someone funny.
Yeah.
So then you can get the natural, genuine, authentic smiles.
Yeah.
And like you got
to get past that. Like everybody comes in the door. Most of the time, one of the first things they say to me is, I hate this. I don't want to be here. I feel fat. I'm too old. Or they don't say any of those things, but they start alluding to them.
All the insecurities come out.
Oh, you're only going to do it waist up, right? You're only going to get my shoulders, right? I'm worried about this spot on my face. You know, they'll point out something, and it's just that vulnerability of you're going to be perceived. This person's going to pose you. It is going to be a permanent addition of who you are, and everybody's invested in it being the best it can be, but we all bring our own stuff in the door. And so my joy in life is to be like, girl, I got you. Like it's, or guy. Yeah. Girl, I got you. Even with guys, it's girl.
Yeah.
I got you. And I know how to pose you in a way that's, I always say, I'm going to tell you everything you need to do. There's no moment where I'm going to look at you and be like, I don't know, just do
it.
Whatever. It's super fun. I also meet with all of my clients before I photograph them, which is very
like a consultation
unusual.
type thing, or?
Yeah, I do it in person here at the studio. So
cool.
To photograph a high school senior, a lot of people will they'll book them online. They'll have a phone conversation or fill out a survey. And then they just meet in some random parking lot of some park and they're like, hi, I'm so-and-so and I'm here to take your pictures. And that awkwardness can be overcome if you do it 3 or 4 or 5 weeks prior in person. So then we're getting to know each other in a way more comfortable situation where I'm not pulling anything out of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we get to the day where I meet you in the parking lot, we already know each other and I can match energy. And it's probably a place that is coordinated with who you are anyway. And so that gives me such an advantage, is having that time with people in advance. So by the time they're here, it's almost never the first time we're meeting each other.
Yeah.
Which helps a ton.
I'm sure that's so nice.
Yeah.
Do you like doing like in-studio things better or more like out and about and in the public?
I want to say on location because I feel like on location is fundamentally so much cooler.
Yeah.
As I get older, truthfully, it's like, I can't believe I'm admitting this. As I get older, the climate control is really nice.
That AC though.
That bathroom that is not a half mile back.
That's so true.
Right.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and then I don't have to worry about weather because if it rains, I don't have to I don't have certain hours of the day that are the only hours that I can work. The downside in the studio is it's really hard to not get stagnant so that you only ever do this. This works and it sells every time, so I'm just going to keep doing it every time. That gets so boring so fast. So being on location cures a lot of that boredom because you have so many elements you don't control.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I want to say one, but I think probably the studio, now that I'm older a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I don't remember if I said this at the beginning, but being located in the prime spot of downtown Cary.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
You could not have a better spot. You told me there's apartments right here, and I'm like, I'm about to move in. Like, we're about to be neighbors.
Listen, when one came available, I was like, do I need an apartment? I was like, no, you were married with a house in Apex. You do not need an apartment.
Do I?
But do I, though? Because nobody knows these are up here. And
no.
Yeah.
Like, that's like the nice little hidden gem up here. That's so cool.
It is a nice little hidden spot.
Yeah. And so Teresa, she's located right next to Serendipity and Esteemed Coffee.
Yep.
And I love those two spots because they have great chicken salad, like on a croissant with some cheese on it.
Oh, yeah.
And then you go to Esteemed for your nice latte. Oh, my God. And
It's
I love supporting them too.
Very much so.
And it's just like the most walkable spot you can be in too.
Like this coffee shop I know closes at 3, but Brew is open till 6.
Yep.
But then there's like Coffee Lab, which is down the street. It's like you can walk to 4 different coffee shops and meeting people. I wish I could say I get out more. Probably the most fun is when I'll bring my dog to work and we'll walk up to the park because it's a 5-minute walk up to the park from here, and we can go all around the park, and it just feels very like, oh. Am I metropolitan? I'm walking to a park. I'm bringing my laptop and my dog. And it just feels very aesthetic.
Yeah.
And most of the time I'm in here like hunched over my computer like this in the dark. Yeah. But in concept, it is a lot of fun. It is.
Have you done any photo shoots at the park with clients or no?
I've done a couple. It's very difficult because of the volume of people.
Oh, yeah.
And often people are already feeling very vulnerable when they're being photographed. So then you plunk them in a place with a bunch of people around them.
Yeah.
Unless they're so super comfortable with themselves, I tend to try to pick. I have like a database of 300 locations in the area. So I never want to go to the place. I don't even want to see other photographers where I go.
Yeah.
Because then it means we're competing for space. And I love other photographers for sure, but kind of like to have my own thing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, who wants to be doing the same thing that someone else is in the same spot?
100%.
Like, it's kind of awkward.
But I do have a dream shot in mind. There's that like weird white like statue building that's on its own little island. Yes.
Yep.
Which you can photograph from the overpass, like the
little
overpass.
walkway thing. Yeah.
Walkway would be a much more way of saying that. And so I have a shot in mind like that lit with, you could put your lights there and remotely trigger it from the thing and get like an incredible photograph.
That'd be cool.
Someone should steal that shot because realistically, I'm probably not gonna do it. But I just would be incredible. It'd be really, really beautiful.
That'd be really cool.
I'm sure someone's done it. It's really cool.
I did not see that one, but that archway. Someone at my work, she just got engaged like a month or two ago.
Okay.
And she got proposed to in that little archway, and the photos are so cute.
See, that's cute.
Yeah.
That probably is good for couples.
I didn't even realize you can go in there.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I'm like, wait, how?
How are they getting there? Yeah, right? I'm used to making people just wade through the water to get to wherever. It's like, oh, it turns out there's this the sidewalk.
Yeah, apparently.
It's fine.
Just never noticed it at school.
Yeah.
So for location-wise, where's like some of your favorite spots to photograph?
Oh,
Or are they secret?
no, they're not a secret, but some of them are so random. It's like, oh, like I was just telling you, I needed flowers.
Yeah.
And so I'm telling my client, I go all over trying to find flowers, but nothing's blooming yet. And I can't make things bloom. And as much control as I can have, I can't control that. And so we can't find any place that's good. But in the parking lot of the abandoned subway off Chatham Street, there's cherry trees and Bradford pears that were all in bloom. And so I had to tell my client, like, park at the, okay, not the one with the chain link, but right next to that has the no trespassing sign. We're going to park there. And then we're going to use these trees. And I know clients are looking at me like,
The fuck?
okay. So like favorite locations, I don't know, next to the dumpster off American Tobacco Trail. You know, it's like they're all so random.
Yeah, like I love to photograph, like on my phone especially. And I have like a little mirrorless one now too, but just like for fun, I just like to still take photos and because I also paint. So I love to paint flowers, especially like not as much as Georgia, like, you know, Georgia O'Keeffe,
Georgia
right?
O'Keeffe, yeah.
So she does like the very zoomed in, very like abstract looking flower, where I just do like a zoomed in part of a flower.
Okay.
But I just think like the curves and shadows of flowers are so cool. So like right now my cousin has peonies. So she just moved into this house that they bought, like her and her family. She's like, yeah, the guy that moved like before me like had this crazy garden. Like he planted all these things, like award-winning flowers, like all over.
Wow.
And she's like, they're all coming in bloom and it's insane. So she has these peonies all over her front yard. And she's like,
so pretty.
oh my God, I'm so jealous. They're so pretty. And I love peonies. Magnolias and peonies are like my favorite. And so
I don't feel like you see them growing places.
no, you see them at Trader Joe's, right? That's what I'm thinking. Like at a wedding, they're never there because people buy them.
Market wedding venue.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Exactly, them. And another thing I just found out, it's called an iceberg rose.
I do not know if this
It looks like a peony and a tulip had baby.
Oh.
It is so gorgeous. It's like my mom's name is Rose, so her favorite flower is Rose, obviously. And so I'm like, roses are cool. Like I personally just don't love a rose.
Yeah.
They're just But I love like magnolia. Like if I'm painting, it's always gonna be I love magnolias. I do magnolias and sunflowers. But peonies are the coolest thing because there's so many things going on.
Yes,
and then
textures.
So then an iceberg rose, like I said, it's like a tulip and a peony had a baby, and it's like it's a tulip, but then it's like fluffy, and it's like all these. I don't know. It looks so cool though.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Just kidding. That's not it. That's a certain type of tulip. No, an iceberg.
I'm like, I love a rose that looks like a tulip and a peony had a baby.
In my head, I'm seeing this.
No, it's just been adopted, actually. It's fine. It's got a very storied backstory. It's
so actually an iceberg rose is none of those things. It was white and dainty and adorable, and it was little itty bitty, and it had all these little stringies coming out of the middle of it. It was the coolest
like
looking.
A peacock.
It was very.
I don't know what the universal sign for peacock.
It was giving peacock.
It was giving peacock rose.
And I took a photo of this. I'm like, this is the prettiest flower I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And we're like, my cousin and I are looking at it, and I looked at the tag and said iceberg rose. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
No.
Coolest thing. Now I want 100 of them.
Go figure. I feel like there's like a Titanic Jack Rose. There's a joke in there about the iceberg, but I haven't found it yet.
It'll come
It'll come to me later. I'll text it to you.
It's up. Then
it'll be so out of pocket. Yeah.
Oh wait, I finally figured it out.
Yeah, I got it. Listen to this. Clocked it. Have you heard my Steve Irwin joke? No, just kidding. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so back on track because our ADHD is awesome.
ADD is wild.
We'd be crazy. So you also do workshops?
In the past, and I'm not really in this phase of life anymore because I picked up the comedy, which is hilarious, but teaching other photographers how to run successful photography businesses. A million people can teach you how to be a better photographer, to take better photographs. But I want to teach people how the stuff that we never learned. No one gets into photography because they love running a business. It just, you're lucky if you have both sides of the brain. And I fortunately do have both sides. So to try to teach people who are a little bit more artistic and whimsical, like how do you plan 6 months ahead? How do you know what to charge when you're starting out versus 10 years in? All of those things. And I love it. Plus the clients and dealing with clients and all of those pieces. It's just, that's my geeky fun. Helping other photographers like taking down some of the barriers to learning those things. A lot of times it's gate capped, and I get why, because the people that have gotten there have worked really hard and paid a lot of education to get there. But there are ways that we can help each other, and then rising tide raises all ships. So if we can all rise together.
Yeah.
That's kind of my goal.
Yeah, and you and I were talking before this too, that I don't know if it's like mainly when someone's like just starting a business and like the imposter syndrome versus the jealousy versus the I don't want to compete kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, do you find that's more of like when someone's like just starting out and just like not super confident in themselves, or do you think like when someone gets more confident that jealousy like goes away and you want to collaborate more?
That's a good question.
Because I find
yeah,
I'm 3 years into Honey Gin,
yeah,
and once in a while I still see it creep in a little bit where you like see someone and you're like, man, like they're doing the same thing, like man, like I'm not good enough for that, like man, like I wish I could do, like all the imposter syndrome things come in, but then you realize like you're like, hold up, like first off, that's not how I am, that's not how I act, like I am much better
my
than that,
values, yeah,
right? And then I find myself having to check myself once in a while, and I'm like, okay, like instead of seeing them as like competition,
yeah,
like I want to collaborate,
yeah,
because I feel like collaboration, like we were saying earlier, like there's so many people here,
there's so many
businesses that need help, like
absolutely.
Again, I have a full-time job. I have my business. I have the podcast. I have my events. Like, I'm busy as shit. I'm trying to have a social life. Like, trying. Keyword,
good luck.
Right? And so, as much as I would love to, I can't help everyone.
No.
So, like, yeah, there is plenty to go around. So that's where, like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, I want to collaborate more.
Yeah.
Because then you can have, like, when someone comes to me and they're like, oh, can you do this? It's like, actually, no.
But I would love to help you find the person who could.
Yeah, I love to recommend. Like, that's one of my favorite, like, the whole point of my event is to help people connect.
Yeah.
Like, connection is so much fun, and I just want to connect people.
Just line them up together.
Yeah.
Well, I think, so we're talking about imposter syndrome, really. And the thing I did wrong when I started in photography at the very beginning is I was so intimidated by the people who were doing what I wanted to do. And I had access to these people. They were kind. They were generous with their time. They were educators. I was still too intimidated to talk to them and ask for help, because I thought, oh my gosh, what if this is one of those things that everybody knows and I just don't know it? And I had to get 10 years in before I felt like I possessed enough information to ask questions, which is totally backwards. And so with teaching, I think I was trying to like repair that process, and so that more people had access earlier and were more comfortable to ask questions. But it wasn't a them problem, it was a me problem. And the imposter syndrome sets in when you have like a limited mindset, when it's like we're all fighting for the same people, and if they do it, then I could never be them. Well, I can't ever be them, so why not be a really great me? But it is very, especially in the creative businesses, or when you're a solopreneur and I tell you my price, you know I set that price. There is no great corporate entity that said this is what we have to charge. And so that's extra level of imposter syndrome, because it's not just, am I good enough? And then and this is how much it's going to cost you, take it or leave it. And that's really super uncomfortable, because you could be like, oh, can you give me a discount? Well, I can't. I can do anything. I run the business, but no. And that's a very tough situation to be in. But kind of piggybacking on that, so now I'm at the beginning with comedy. I'm very much starting at the beginning. And it has been fascinating to be humbled as the beginner, to have all these things that are the imposter syndrome that I felt the same way back with photography, but to go into it now and be like, but instead of doing what I did that time, I'm going to go ask those people that I admire for help, and know that it's okay to ask questions. And generally speaking, people like to help.
People love to help.
People love to help. Yeah. So
you just gotta ask.
I feel like I have the benefit of all those lessons that I had to learn with photography to be here by starting over in comedy. And
if anything, you're kind of like starting a mile ahead, it sounds like.
Yeah. Because I have all the lessons, I have a big advantage. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'm so excited to see your comedy take off. It's funny.
It's
like,
fun.
Oh,
it's a lot of fun.
Right.
It's really fun.
Like at our friend's birthday party.
Yeah.
I remember leaving like my cheeks hurt. I can't stop like laughing. It was so funny.
I love that. It's like an energy exchange though.
It is.
It's not like that with me all the time. I would love to say I'm that hilarious all the time, but It's just when you meet with certain people and you're
Yeah.
like, no, but this, but this, but this. And then you're just,
Yeah.
you're cracking up because we all just have the same life existences.
Yeah.
We're all just trying our best.
Like, we're just trying to survive.
Working with back pain, trying to walk our dogs. You know, we're all just trying to do our best.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
even our Instagram messages back and forth were
Out
hilarious.
of pocket. They were, yeah.
I was like, I can't imagine what's going to be like when we finally get
Finally
together.
get to connect.
And that's why I wanted to meet earlier, because I'm like, I've done this before where I connected with one of my guests like really well.
Yeah.
Like, we had to go and re-record because like the first day we tried recording, we just were yapping the whole time.
Yeah.
We got like 45 minutes in, and I was like, so I got no content.
You're
But
like,
this has been fun.
But this has been real, but this is going to be a hell of a thing to edit.
Yeah, so then we had to come back and do a whole new
like a profession.
yeah, we did like a whole like redo.
Yeah.
Because we like got nothing out of it.
Yeah.
And it was just really funny. So I knew, I'm like, all right, I'm going to come here, yap a little bit, and then we'll start.
Yeah, then we'll dive in.
Right.
See where it takes us.
Yeah, some people, like, I have to do that with.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can't stop talking sometimes.
Because otherwise we want to just, and then it's like, oh yeah, we're doing the thing.
Oh, yeah, this thing?
Oh, it's only got so much memory.
Yeah, right? I only have so much battery.
Well, it's almost like, in photography, my goal is to just run my mouth the whole time. So you have no time to think. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
The
so
thinking is what
awkward.
kills you when you're trying to be photographed.
100%.
Because then that's where, like, when you're sitting there, and you know, you're just waiting for the photographer to do their thing, and then you're like, oh my god, like my shirt's probably here, like I probably look
my
like
God.
I probably
And then
have
you
like
start-
the pudge here, like,
and then you start
like, the
adjusting.
chin, like then you just start thinking of everything,
Yeah.
and like that's where I kill myself.
Or
Like,
your smile goes real crazy because you're like, I'm smiling, and then you're like, and then like, is this even how I smile? I don't know.
is that my natural smile?
Who's all eyes all watery, just all
Just
teeth.
start crying.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, for
So
sure.
funny.
For sure.
So we're gonna pivot. What is a hard lesson that you've learned along the way of either the photography and comedy or whatever?
Okay, so this is something I'm dealing with right now with comedy, and it reminds me of something I was dealing with photography. So maybe this will work.
Okay.
In comedy right now, I am here, and there's a lot of people who are here that I've been fortunate enough to be taught by or have access to or whatever. But I still have to be myself. And so the hardest thing for me has been, when do I listen to, this is me, this is my voice, this is how I do it, versus becoming a bootleg version of those people I really admire by listening to their feedback to the point that I don't hear my own voice. And in photography, it was very much the same thing. I think we were talking about like the natural light versus studio.
Right.
So when I started as a photographer, I was so intimidated by studio photographers that I said, well, I'm just never going to do that. That's not me. That's not my vibe. It's too rigid. It's too whatever. And instead of leaning into the discomfort of, I just don't know it yet, I leaned back into, well, that's just not me. That's just not what I do. I am natural light. And it was because I was insecure about what I didn't know. And so instead of leaning into the insecurity and trying to learn, I just put up this huge wall of like, but this is who I am. And so it's a balance of learning how to hear your own voice. Is it true that I'm a natural light photographer because I love light that way? Or is it just because I don't know this other thing? With comedy, it's the same thing. Is it true that I'm telling the joke this way because that's who I am? Or do I really need to listen to somebody who's gone before, who's giving me feedback? Well, now I've taken feedback from 5 people, and I have 5 people's impression of what I should be doing, and all of a sudden I can't hear my own voice. And so it's a balance of like when to lean into learning something new that's uncomfortable and not shutting down to it, and at the same time still being true to who you are. Because I could learn studio photography and still be a natural light photographer. It's just I had to open up the realm of choices.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of the same thing with comedy. I have had a hard time being like, well, just tell me how to do it right. Just tell me what's the right way to do it.
Just tell me how to do it.
Just tell me how to do it. I think these 12 things are funny. Are they funny? And you might say, yeah. And your friend would be like, or I would say it this way. Or I had a person recently say like, oh, your joke that you did this, you should do this with it. Now in their world, on their set, it might have been brilliantly hilarious. If I tried to do it, I would never get there because it doesn't resonate with me.
Yeah.
So it's like, when do you listen to other people versus listening to yourself? How do you get really uncomfortable with the things that you don't know versus just putting up a wall and saying, well, that's just not who I am. So I think whatever that is, hopefully that makes sense to somebody.
No, I feel very seen right now.
Oh, that's good. Okay, we're sharing.
My gosh, my cousin and I, this is like one of our top conversations. Like, when do
Really?
you stop listening to someone? Because I'll listen to everybody.
Yes.
I mean, and this has been a reason, like, past relationships haven't worked. Because
Yeah.
I'll listen to everyone except, like, what I'm internally
Yeah.
thinking or feeling. So I'm like, no, like, they mean well, or I should have done this, or I should do this. And then, like, I had someone tell me, like, oh, you should treat business like a gym membership.
Subscription or something.
So, like, is a gym going to reach out to you and let you know when to cancel?
No.
So
They'll run that charge every month.
yeah, so just treat it like a gym membership. And, like, part of me was like, I don't know. And then all the higher up people, like marketing or whatever, they're like, well, that's how the big dogs do it. Like, the client will tell you when they want to be done.
Yeah.
And it, like, morally, I'm like, yeah, but, like, if I see that they're not doing it, if I see this and I see that, like,
I just want to help them.
I know, I just want
Are
to
they getting enough
help.
value? And
Right? So, like, morally, I'm like, I don't know. And so my business at the time was, like, starting to pick up even more. And I was like, I guess I have to start creating boundaries and doing this and doing that. And so I started listening to these people that said to do that. So I'm like, all right. And then kind of cost me a little bit because said person that wasn't, like, utilizing me the way they should. Granted, it was in a contract.
Right.
But if you're not going to do the thing that the contract says you're supposed to do,
right.
and I'm delivering on what I said in my contract, And so,
Did they have to have that accountability versus leaning on you for the accountability of it? But if you're invested in their success, which I know you are, then you hit this tension point of, like, I can only do some, like the gym. I can't make you arrive. I can offer classes. I can diversify. I can reach out when it's been a while since I've seen you. But I cannot show up to your house and put the gym clothes on you and make you go.
Right. It's like, I can't make you do it.
Yeah.
But it's like when you have so many people from different angles telling you how this one thing should go.
Yeah.
Oh, then you are torn. It's like, oh, do I do it this way? Do I do it this way?
Yeah.
But how do I want to do it? But what's the way I want it? Like, what way should I do it versus what I want to be doing versus, like, what I need to be doing? And also, they think I should be doing that. So is that how the outside's seeing me? It's just
Is this really the only way? Is there some reason no one's doing it this way? Am I either a genius because I've come up with, like, the best way of doing it?
Or am I an idiot?
Or has everybody fallen down this hole, thought they were a genius, and ended up doing it the other way?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a lot of tugging.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And
It's
we
mental.
don't have, when you are your own business, you don't have people to bounce it off of other than sometimes industry people or outsiders, and then they don't. It's
hard.
Yeah, it is hard. It is hard. Scene. I don't know, girl. I got you. Well, even in, like, photography. So when I started photography, I wanted to be a wedding photographer and do portraits as well. It took me a while to realize, wait, I don't want to photograph weddings. I'm not good at it on the same level. I'm not as excited about it. I'm not trying to learn about
It's stressful too. I tried doing one. It was awful.
Stressful.
Hated it.
I had a car accident on the way to go photograph one and was in the hospital for 2 weeks. That quickly ended the wedding photography career. But the reason I started wedding photography is because those people that I admired all photographed weddings and portraits. And I thought, well, the only way to have this be your full-time job, you have to be getting that wedding money, because who could be a full-time portrait photographer? That's crazy.
My friend Teresa.
And now I'm here and I'm like, okay, so there's sometimes you don't have to listen to the most obvious, the widest path.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a little side path that might be a little harder, but it'll end you up in a better place long term. So
100%. Who are some of your favorite comedians?
Oh my God. Okay.
I just started, to
I'm
preface,
so in
I
love.
don't know very many.
Okay.
I know, like, obviously, like, Kevin Hart.
Right.
Freaking
Okay.
love Kevin Hart. I could
Valid.
listen to him all day. Like, Jeff Dunham was, like, my original, like, first comedian.
Yeah.
But, like, my cousins, they're hardcore comedian people.
Yeah. Okay.
And, like, I just got introduced to, on TikTok, Jeff Cary.
I'm bad about knowing.
See, I
kind of know the ones I know.
People are hearing me say this, and they're, like, screaming at me right
They're
now.
like, it's and you're like, okay.
But he's, like, a crowd comedian. Like, crowd work, or whatever you call it.
So, do you know that a lot of photographers will only, not photographers, a lot of comedians, I've just learned this. You see how excited I was? Did you know? The reason they're posting their crowd work videos is because their sets get repeated and they don't want to post the jokes from their set.
I'm sure.
So they're only posting, which makes total sense now that I've heard it. But for a long time, I was like, why do they only ever post their crowd work? Oh, now I get it. And some people are really good at it. Really, really good at it.
Yeah, I love this. This dude, I belly laugh at
I
his
haven't
videos.
tried it yet. I haven't had the opportunity to be into a place where I had that much right now I'm at, you have 8 minutes, you're getting a light at 7, you better be done at 8.
I got you.
100% I'm going to be there. So I don't have time to be like, hey, right here in the front row, is that your mom or your girlfriend? You know, like, I don't have time for that yet.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yeah,
You go
okay,
ahead.
so favorite comedians. 2 North Carolina baddies we love. Fortune Feimster. Oh, my love, please get thyself to a Netflix special.
To thyself.
Get thyself. Fortune Feimster is hilarious.
Okay.
I love her style of telling jokes because it is life experience brought to the absurd level, brings us all along to laugh with her.
Okay.
I mean, just, genius.
Chef kiss.
Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, hilarious.
Live at the Purple Onion, which I can't even get. I've got to go pay to download it now, and I will still pay for it.
Oh,
hilarious. So funny. He makes awkwardness
funny.
And not in a way that you're laughing because you're cringed out. You're like laughing because he's so funny about it.
Yeah.
And then there's like, in my world, the gold standards, Ralphie May, rest in peace. And Dave Chappelle, I think they both did a good job. Dave's got a little controversialness right now with the trans community. He's been not doing the nicest things.
I'd have to see a picture.
They're both really good at telling jokes that also make you go, damn, wow, like life thing. Like Ralphie May had a whole set about, we want to make things about race or about politics, but really it's rich versus poor.
Yeah.
And the way I've done a horrible job of explaining it, but the way he does it allows you to laugh at the absurdity of it and still go, whoa, yeah, no, we should probably think about that.
Yeah.
So I love different reasons, but probably Fortune's at the top. Fortune would be
Okay, I'll have to check that one out.
My girl crush comedian. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, she's cool.
So then going off of hard lessons, what's advice you'd give someone that wants to like get into their own business and start the damn thing?
Yeah. I would remember that beginners begin at the beginning. So it is okay to be a beginner. Don't let anyone make you feel bad for being a beginner. There's people who dog on photographers, mom-tographers. Every January, a new class of photography businesses start because they all got cameras in December. There's a lot of like heckling that. I think it's beautiful. That's how I'm here. You know, have the confidence in being a beginner and the recklessness of like, yeah, that's the easiest time to learn and to get paid is when you're a beginner and you don't really have to charge for it yet. Those are the golden years. Enjoy them.
Yeah.
That would be probably the biggest. The other lesson that I've learned very recently with the comedy thing and in the world of worrying about hearing opinions from 4 or 5 different people was my coach, who is amazing, Comedy Wood. She said to me, well, you only have to worry if you're held up in the outcome. And so what's the most ideal outcome? And I'm like, oh, well, I'm attached to the outcome of having fun. She's like, you can only fail if you don't have fun. And so that detachment from like, when you're a really high achieving person who can see a million businesses and a million opportunities and you just have that kind of brain, the next thing that clicks in is, okay, but I'm here, but how do I get here? And you're always seeking how to get to the next thing. And at some point you have to be like, I don't even know what the next thing is. With comedy right now, Kaylee, I don't know what the next thing is. I'm just attached to the outcome of having fun.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be. And I hope other people can find their way to like detach from the outcome because you really don't have that much control over it and just have fun and see where it takes you. It just sounds so chill of me. I'm not that chill. It sounds very chill of me though.
No, I mean, having fun, like at the end of the day, I hope everyone's always having fun. Like, why are you doing what you're doing if you hate it?
Yeah.
Like, I know some people can do that way. Like, some people are like the person that can just be like, yeah, it's just a job. I'm just there to get money.
Clock in.
Yeah, clock in, clock out. I'm like, I would rather die.
Yeah.
Because if like I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then I want a GTFO. Like I'll be miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like I just couldn't.
I always get to say like I have the best job in the world. And I was taking photographs yesterday and they were looking real good. And I was like, girl, I'm a good ass photographer today. And I'm like, get yourself a job where you can just walk around and be like, yeah, I'm killing this. Because just as many times I'm going, I've never had a funny moment in my life. I've never I haven't been that way about photography for a while. But You know, you get in your own insecurities. It's like, get you a job, or you can just be like, I killed that.
Yep.
Even if it's a slide deck.
Yeah.
You own that QE2 slide deck. Boo.
You did great.
QE2 would be the Queen Elizabeth 2. Let me roll that back. I mean Q2, quarter 2.
I wasn't even questioning it.
QE2. The QE2. I've been watching like way too much Downton Abbey or something. Okay, but still, Q2, corporate words, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, I'm still learning corporate things. I kind of hate corporate world, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's fine.
Yeah, let's double click in on that, Kaylee.
Let's open up.
Let's circle back.
Circle back. Oh,
Yeah.
the amount of times I've said that, I was like, we'll circle back on that.
Yeah, that means, I don't know. I don't have the bandwidth.
I don't got time for this shit.
I can't do it. I can't.
I don't want
I cannot. Yeah, for sure.
This is a later problem.
Right,
Not
this
a
is
right now problem.
This is not a today Teresa problem. No.
No,
for sure.
ma'am.
For sure.
And then the other question I had, real quick, was that, tell me what you were saying earlier about the HR and headshots.
Oh,
I think this is a really good piece of advice for
this
anyone
is fascinating.
in the world of either trying to find a job on LinkedIn, whatever, but your
Yes.
headshots. I think this is so interesting.
Okay, so LinkedIn did a study, sought information, a poll, a survey of recruiters. So people who are recruiting people for jobs. And the question of headshots came up. And the three options are, well, four options. One, it's just the ghost person.
Right.
Nothing's there. The second one is it's like an iPhone photo you took of yourself on vacation and you've cropped Mickey Mouse out of it.
Yeah.
The third one is you've uploaded a photograph, you've purchased an AI version of your headshot. And the fourth is that you have a professional headshot. Obviously, my interest in looking this up is like, how is AI impacting the headshot industry? The most important variable for recruiters was that they had an authentic headshot that was really them, favoring having a professional one from a professional photographer first, a personal one second, an AI one third.
Interesting.
Because
the selfie outdid the AI.
The selfie outdid the AI. And it wasn't favorable, but at least they knew it was a real person. And I guess there's a lot of things happening in recruiting anyway. We're making sure that you're actually interviewing the person that you're interviewing, which is bonkers to me.
Yep.
But it is a loss of trust. If I am seeking to see who you are and you're saying this is who I am and this is who I am is robot you've lost some trust with people. And I think we were talking about the influence of AI in creative spaces. A lot of creatives are super freaked out about AI. I'm like, girl, it's made my photoshopping way quicker.
Yeah.
You didn't wear a belt, boop, boop, boop. Now you did.
In Lightroom, there's some crazy.
Oh my God, I'm loving it.
it.
There's some crazy stuff. So like, let's embrace it for those little things.
Yes.
But let's still lean into the fact that at the end of the day, when we're questioning is that real or not, giving somebody a real photograph of yourself is a way of immediately building trust. And the survey of the recruiter said the same thing. I just thought it was fascinating because I would have guessed, one, that they couldn't tell maybe the difference between an AI and an authentic one, but they totally can. And I would have thought that it would have ranked higher than, or at least equivalent to, maybe, as much as that hurts me as a professional to say. But we're looking for that authenticity. We want to know it's really you. When I go to your about page, I don't want to get a robot version of you. And also tell me some real stuff about you, not the like proper M-dashed version of who you are.
Absolutely not. No.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I thought it was really cool.
Right now, my website is not live because I just didn't want to pay for it. I'm like, if I'm not really doing my stuff at the moment. Like,
True,
I don't
I'm
want it to be
working.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll put it back up when it's like official. But no, there's a part on there that has like an FAQ section about me. So like, what's your favorite ice cream? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite place to be? And there's a photo of Bailey at the bottom.
Perfect.
Like, I like little fun facts kind of thing. Like that's like my favorite thing about someone.
It humanizes. Like if I want to work with you, I want to know that you're not loading my stuff into a prompt that you're getting kicked out. Your captions are coming from ChatGPT. You know, I want to see that there's a real person involved in it. It's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, and it's like even if you use, I use Claude now. I'm like totally away from Chat because ChatGPT,
Chat Girly is dead to us.
She dead. Claude is my new man. He's great, but Claude's cool because it's like the most humanized version of AI, but also like the way it generates ideas is so much different than Chat.
Interesting.
I just like it's more humanized. It's more authentic-ish as an AI, but also I love to get my like. I don't get all my ideas, but I try like if I'm like really stuck, like what the, I'm just stuck.
Yeah.
And so I'll start like I'm like like help me just like brainstorm for a second. It's like it comes out with some like really cool things. Then from there, then I'll build more.
Build out from it.
But it's like sometimes if I'm super stuck, like
yeah.
AI is great.
So like it can't do comedy, right?
Oh,
but
I
I've
know.
been using it for comedy in this way. So one of my jokes was about my husband and I just came up on our 20th wedding anniversary, or coming up on it, and he wanted to do mushrooms. When we first got married, we said, well, our 20th anniversary, because we'll be so cool, we're going to get a cabin in the woods, we're going to do mushrooms. This is what we said when we were like babies.
I love this.
And so now it's come back up, and I'm like, of course, we're only doing mushrooms if they're in a cream sauce. Like, this is the only way we're doing mushrooms.
Okay.
So that life philosophy, I've never done mushrooms. I don't know any of the culture around it. I don't know any of the words. I don't know mushrooms versus like, what is it, LSD? I don't know the difference. I don't know what we're doing at Coachella. I don't know what. Is it even Coachella adjacent? I don't know. In my mind, it's like a cool people music party thing. Yeah. So I go to ChatGPT and I'm like, chat girly, I need you to tell me, like I'm in the culture, let's have a conversation where you give me some of the words and phrases and culture and things around it, so that when I'm using it for one line in a joke, I can say like, okay, so it's like being on a trip, you're tripping. I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's like you're tripping on the mushrooms, right? And so I'm like, oh, okay, well, now that I know that word, or like microdosing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm joking
so you
about
like your research.
Yeah, like we're microdosing garlic bread, not mushrooms.
Yeah.
And so it's just like getting those words, but that's, I think, the coolest way to use it is to kind of get that broad knowledge base.
Yeah, and it teaches
but
you
it can't
lot.
tell jokes, that's for sure.
Oh, hell
no.
No, like I also use it for like things around my house. Like if I see a bug, I'm like, what is that? And I'll take a photo. I'm like, what is this? And like I have it trained to like talk to me like, oh yeah, no, like you're fine, girl.
Oh, it's like, hey girl, we're cool, don't stress.
The way it talks to me is so funny. It's like, oh girl, don't worry about that. That's just like this little thing. Like you have nothing to worry about. I'm like, okay, thank God.
Are you people pleasing your AI yet though? Have you been like, hey, quick question, thank you, appreciate it, that was awesome? Like, have you been hyping Claude up a little bit?
A little bit, yeah. It's so funny because the thing is, if I do need to hype up, I just need to talk to her for a second. It's like, oh, you know what, you're right. And I'm like, I know I'm right.
Like I said.
It has never told me I'm wrong.
Right. It told me I could be an astronaut and or do roller derby. I just need this workout routine. I'm like, cool.
I'm like, okay.
Let's get on it.
You have so much faith in me.
Right. Yeah. So when it does say you shouldn't do something, you really probably shouldn't do it.
Yeah. So like when I don't know, it was something recently, and I'm like, this should be fine, right? It's like, actually, probably not. It said pump the brakes, Kaylee. And I was like, oh.
Okay, so maybe I don't want to live in my car.
You know what it was?
And go to law school or something.
Yeah. When I threw my back out, I was like, okay, like what's the best regimen to do? It's like, okay, first off, don't put heat on it for 48 hours.
Oh.
And I was like, oh wait, why? Because I'm in a hot bath right now.
I'm currently laying on a hot tub. Yeah.
I like just got in the bath too, and it's just like, no, like that's really bad because it's gonna make all the blood pressure go there and inflame it more. Like you need to get out. And I was like, okay. So I cut myself out.
I gotta dip out. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's helpful though.
It is. It's helpful for some things for sure.
I gotta wonder if my mom's like, why isn't she coming to me with these questions? Actually, she's probably like, thank goodness she's not coming to me with these questions.
Yeah. Because a lot of people told me like, you need just like they're like get in a hot bath or I put heat on it, and like my chiropractor and Claude, because Claude's obviously a doctor,
right?
They're both like, no, do not put heat on it at all. Like you need to be icing the shit out of it. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So now I've been doing a lot of ice for the past few days, and it's finally like going.
It's actually working. See, Dr. Claude hooked you up.
Weird, Dr. Claude.
It didn't even take a copay.
No, she was free.
Hey, we love free medical care.
I love it.
Even if it's by robot, whatever.
Who cares? No one cares.
No one cares.
Well, thank you for being my guest.
This has been fun.
Oh my gosh, I could talk to you forever. We probably won't keep talking, but
exactly.
Where can people find you? How do they find you? What can they look for? All the things.
Yes. Okay. So for photography, it's my Friend Teresa Studios, and it's Teresa. And so at my Friend Teresa is my Instagram for that, my Instapoodle. And then for comedy, it's Laugh with Teresa on Instagram. Thank you.
Oh, I love that.
I know.
That's so cute.
Laugh with Teresa. And that's where you can see like things that I have coming up in this world. I have things coming up and like updates and clips and stuff like that. So those are probably the two best.
Everyone go follow her.
Yes.
She's hilarious.
Thanks. That'd be fun.
Thanks.
Awesome. This has been great.
Oh, so much fun. And also, if you're ever in downtown Cary,
Yeah.
Go to Esteemed Coffee, get a coffee, and then go to Serendipity, get yourself a sandwich, and then look up, and then you will see Teresa Studio with her photos outside.
You'll see like the yellow bench, and I'm on the second floor.
Come up the stairs or the elevator. You'd come up and say hi to her, tell her you listen to the podcast.
That would be incredibly flattering.
That'd be so much fun.
I would be like, oh, am I famous?
I'm
Oh my God, this has been great.
God,
this is so much fun. All right, we killed it.
We're doing great.
Ballers. Shoot, we should make this a job.
Let's just start our own podcast.
Let's do it. Like, share, and subscribe, Kaylee and Teresa.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah. I don't know. What would our theme be? I guess chaos.
Talk with Teresa and Kaylee.
Oh, you're so generous. You put yourself second.
No, because you have Laugh with Teresa, Best Friends, or Friends with Teresa.
My Friend Teresa.
Or My Friend Teresa. And then you can have Talk with Teresa and Kaylee on the side.
Yeah, like a little boop, boop. It'll be you like this. With you like, okay, we've branded it, we've merchandised it.
TMing it, no one take it.
No one take it. I'm going to go reserve the domain right now.
Go do it. Well, thank you so much for listening, watching, how I always say it, however you're taking this in. Go do what she said. Like, subscribe, rate, review. All the things. Become a Patreon supporter because that's cheaper than your coffee, your McDonald's, your Subway.
Do you for real have
Subway?
a Patreon?
Yeah.
You're so what's up.
You know I try. Soon
there'll be more on there.
But extra clips will be on there. If the shows go too long, I don't want to be that long, so I put the extras on there.
The BTS.
The BTS, yeah. You know, the fun stuff.
You're so legit. I love it.
I try. Okay, bye.
Bye.